Spread the jam.
Hi folks, this is JimmmyJams. I'm Jim. Let's jam. I wear pants that fit me. It seems like it was a couple of decades ago when oversized clothing became fashionable in some Western subcultures. Why do I mention the West? Well, wearing loose, baggy, flowing garments isn't a completely new idea, you know. For millennia, men and women of the Middle East, Far Eastern cultures, they've shunned the restrictions of those tight, squeezy clothes in favor of that roomy feel. It only took hip-hop and Western culture a few centuries to understand. And they brought us to enlightenment. Now, dressing as if you bought your clothing and then you shrunk yourself in a clothes dryer is somehow desirable. That's the look. And the more you can look like you're dehydrated, well, the better. There are variations. Some insist on the shirt tail comes down to at least the tips of one's fingers, which can't be seen on this video image, while others actually tie their shirt up and expose their midriff and their waistband. That has suddenly become a cheek band. The cap, optional, but it is often oversized and it cannot be worn forward. Hey, you know, fashion is fashion. It's not supposed to be sensible. Fashion isn't always practical, and it's not supposed to be. And you know me, I like individual freedom of expression. I'm all for that. Frankly, there are a lot of people I would urge not to wear tight clothing. Please. You've been to the same stores and public arenas I've been to. You know who I'm talking about. I also value the freedom of laughter. You know, I'm sorry. Some dudes are just comical. Walking down the street, using one hand to hold up your drawers and spreading out your legs and walking like you've got a poopy on deck. Hey, if that's your thing, God bless you. But then please don't ask me not to chuckle. Don't get mad at me if I do laugh. Man, then don't start chasing me because we know who's gonna win that race. Okay. It's okay. I'm just messing with you. If you need to wear your pants under your buttocks, I wish you luck. Seriously, I had a mullet once for about 3 weeks and it came down to about here. That was about 1992. And I'm just warning you that the photos that exist as a result of my brief fashion tragedy still haunt me on those bipolar days. Why? I don't know if it's true, but someone once told me that exposing one's undie pants is a message to others that one is ready for action. And I'm assuming that action isn't running 100 meters, but rather they have in mind, you know, the wild monkey dance. And that's fascinating. I always thought that looking stable, employable, and practical was the thing that made me the sexy man chunk that I am today. But hey, I'm open-minded. One thing is for sure, a zipper and a belt are not going to get in the way of a gentleman being ready for action. I don't buy it. Personally, I don't think the fashion message is a sexual one. I think sagging, bagging, dropping is a gangsta or gangsta wannabe statement. Ultimately, it's you, the user, the wearer of the clothing that is deciding what you want to say. If they took your belt away while you were in jail so that you wouldn't hang yourself with it, I understand that explanation makes a lot more sense to me. But I'll gently remind you, you're allowed to have a belt outside of jail. On the other hand, 30 years from now, when you see photos of yourself locked in those loose, trendy trousers, you might want to hide all the belts in the house because you will be embarrassed. That's just what I think. Be a blessing, people.